Hi there everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at three models, all of which are homages to models within the Tudor range. Now as we approach the Aliexpress November sale, I thought it'd be useful to do a series of videos such as this to show you varying price points and the homage watches that you can buy at those price points. So we're going to kick things off with Tudor. I'm going to show you three models that I have in my own collection that I feel represent really good value. Now before we get stuck into the video, I do want to say I am an Aliexpress affiliate, so I have put links in the description. Just to be clear, my views are my own, but if you do make a purchase using one of the links, then we will get a small commission. That money is then put towards buying more watches to build more content for you guys. So with that being said, let's turn the camera around and take a look at these watches. So here we have the three watches. The first of all is the San Martin SN0008. This is the most expensive of the three watches that I'm going to show you, and retails for there or thereabouts $200 US, or in my domestic currency around about 300 Australian dollars. Next up we have the middle of the range model, and that is the Militado ML06. Now this is the grey snowflake version. It is powered by an automatic Seiko NH35A movement, and you can pick this up for around about $110 US, or around about 165 in Australian dollars. Last but by no means least, we have the cheapest of these watches, and it is the Addiesdive AD2036. Now as you can see from the ticking, this is actually a quartz model. It is a Swiss Ronda quartz, and can be retailed for around about $50 US, so far cheaper than the San Martin and about half the price of the Militado, but it is quartz. Again, here you can see it sits at around about 77, 78 Australian dollars. Let's start with the San Martin SN0008. So to be clear, this is the most expensive homage that is currently sitting within my collection, and on balance I think it's probably my favourite of all of the watches, and not just because of the price point, but because the value and the quality of the finishing on this watch is certainly a level above the others, which admittedly, you know, at that price point of 300 Australian dollars you'd expect. The one thing I would say is it gleams. The bezel and the silver inlay on that bezel makes the watch look super premium. It feels very well rounded, and overall just an exceptional watch at the price point. I am convinced that I think if you found this in a mid-level brand such as Seiko, you'd probably be paying around about $1,000, $1,500 for it. But I say, I think it's a very, very well-rounded watch. You do have a Seiko NH35A automatic movement. Unfortunately, as you can see, it doesn't have a date window, so it does have a ghost function. So you pull it out to the first position, and you can obviously move a date, but you can't see it because it is a no-date dial. But on balance, very, very good watch for the price point if you want to spend a bit of money. Next up, you've got the Militado ML06. Now, as I sort of mentioned, this watch sits around about $110 US, or thereabouts, half of the price of what you're going to find the San Martin for. Again, it is powered by a Seiko NH35A movement, and much the same, has the same issue, which is you pull the crown out to the first position, and it does have a ghost date function that you can't see because the date is there underneath the dial. One thing to point out about this watch, and it is a minor challenge that I have with it, is that the hands are a slightly different colour to the hour indices. So that's something that you need to be aware of. Once you see it, you can't not see it, but like I say, it's not a huge deal breaker, but at the price point I think it's you know, it's not too bad. You do have the old style rivets on the bracelet, and I feel as though they probably could have gone with their own style clasp rather than a Rolex style, but other than that, for half the price it's not too bad. Last but by no means least, the Addiesdive AD2036. As I mentioned, this one is different both in price point. It is yet again half the price of the Militado, sitting at around about $50 US, and is a quartz model containing the Swiss quartz Ronda movement. Now you do find a very nice Rolex Oyster style bracelet. I do like the flat finish on this dial. It's this matte black finish, and you do have just painted indices as opposed to applied, but really nice watch overall. And truth be told, I think it's probably one of my favourite watches in the collection, even though it is a quartz. But for me, quartz, and a Swiss quartz admittedly, says reliability and no servicing issues down the track. It's a simple swap the battery out and job done, off you go again for another couple of years. So with that being said, guys, those are the 3 watches that I would like to show you that are homages to Tudor. If you do have any comments, please feel free to give me a question in the comments section. I will come back to you. But other than that, guys, I will see you in another video very soon. Take care.